Well, hello there, Cancer. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you've joined us. So today we are just checking in with Spirit, see what message is Spirit would like to share with you today, especially after that Lion's Gate energy of Tuesday. So we'll see what the overall energies are with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or any advice that Spirit has for you. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. It really does help to get my message out to more people. And I do appreciate your support. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. And fellow travelers, support is all around you. Oh my goodness. And you know, I'm going to say the Lionsgate energy was really intense this year for, I think, a lot of people. I heard from a lot of people that it really was rather intense. And I think for a lot of us, it has helped us to see who is supportive on our path and who is not, right? And this is an energy of really believing in yourself and knowing, okay, that if you have had to disconnect from some people or some situations, some relationships, it's okay to believe in yourself, to believe that you are on the right path and that there are new people coming onto your path, new tribe members that will be supportive of what it is that you are wanting to do in your life. And it doesn't mean that they actually have to help you do it, right? It's that energy of supporting you, of saying, yes, you know, Cancer, we're here for you if you need us. And I love that energy. You have family on the bottom, increase. This is an energy of perhaps understanding. You know, the family card to me can be really about soul tribe members, how you are wanting a better connections with soul tribe members. And that does not have to be blood relatives. Understanding that at this time you have the increase, right? You have people that are on your path, whether these are people that you want, that you already have a connection with and you want to have a deeper connection with, or if these are new people that you would like to bring onto your path. Either way, understanding the treasure. Yes, this is beautiful. The treasure that is within you, understanding what is so beautiful about yourself and that you deserve to be in alignment with people that see you for who you are and perhaps not see you for some identity they have created for you, right? Seeing the truth of who you are and really going perhaps in a new direction towards people that are aligned with you. You know, for some of you, this energy has been coming out for all the signs, not just for you, Cancer, but this energy of moving, physically moving closer to people that are more aligned with how you view the world. Because there is this energy, you know, of perhaps being in a community where people don't understand you. And, you know, we can spend a lot of time fighting that, you know, whether it's, you know, about some belief that you have about the world or something that you believe about yourself. Sometimes we can spend a lot of time either defending our views or our identity as how we see ourselves. We can either spend a lot of time either defending it, or we can spend a lot of time trying to convince people that, you know, this is okay, who I am. Or sometimes we spend a lot of time hiding our true self from other people. And this is an energy of understanding, why am I spending so much time and energy either defending myself or hiding myself? Instead, I'm going to pick myself up and take myself closer to people that are more aligned with how I feel. I'm going to find a community of like-minded people because I believe in myself. And instead of feeling I have to hide myself or twist myself into a pretzel to make other people happy or just defend my position of who I am, I'm just going to take all of that time and energy and put it to good. And one of the ways you can do that is to physically move to a location where there are people that are on the same wavelength as you. It really is, I feel like sometimes we feel like our journey is to convince other people to see the world in other ways. And some of us may have that on our path. Okay, that is the truth. Some of us are activists or warriors, right? That's our archetype. But others of us have a lot of other work to do. And it's not about trying to convince other people to see the world in a different way or to open their minds to other thinking, right? You have perhaps other things to do, and it's time to go in a new way and say, you know what? I'm not spending time and energy on this. I got to go do what I am here to do. Finding your purpose and stepping into that. Yes, because look at, you have intuition and manifestation, and then you have the divine feminine twice. Stepping into your divine feminine of loving yourself, believing in yourself, and saying, I'm aligning myself with people that are truly aligned with the same way that I see the world, and will also cherish you for the way that you see the world. It's not that you have to have people in your life that see the world the same exact way that you do, but it's about, I feel like there's this energy here of being surrounded by people that are just a little bit closed-minded, and you're looking for people that are more open-minded so that you can have conversations, right, with them about the way that you see the world, and they can share their viewpoints, and you can maybe even have friendly debates about it and expand your own understanding of the world. But when we're surrounded by people that are just closed-minded, right, then it's kind of like we step into this energy of trying to understand, is the way that I see the world, is that really true? We spend so much time and energy on that. And I feel like that's exactly this. Yeah, I think you're just moving forward. You're like, you know what? I'm not putting up with all of these mind games. The Five of Swords is the mind games. I'm not putting up with all of this mind game, Oh my goodness. It really is. I've never thought of it that way, but that is really true. It's one of the reasons why some people, especially when they have a spiritual awakening, want to move to an area where there are other spiritually awakened people, right? Because you feel like you don't fit in the world, in the community maybe that you live in. So you physically move to a place where there are other people that see the world the same way, are spiritually awake. Yeah, you're definitely going in a new way, a new direction, so that you can speak your truth. I think for some of you, you may be actually hiding your truth, out of fear of being, kicked out of the tribe. Some of you may have already left, one tribe. You may actually be in another tribe, but understanding, okay, wait a minute, I still am on this search for people that are more like-minded than I am. Sometimes that can happen when, we disconnect ourselves from family and friends, but we don't physically move our bodies to another city. Sometimes that does help to not only disconnect from people in the past, but also to move ourselves towards people that are more aligned with ourselves. So let's take a look at what your obstacle is. Yeah, look, you have the Four of Pentacles. I think you're holding back, right? You're not shining your true love and light. You're not sharing your spiritual gifts, your talents and abilities with other people. You're holding yourself back because you don't want conflict, and it's about understanding you're just trying to protect yourself. And it could be that you grew up in a family that wasn't aligned to you. So you fell into a habit of truly protecting yourself all of the time. So it's this energy of stepping into transforming, understanding, okay, it's kind of interesting because they're saying love the one you're with, right? And I feel like for a long time, that is exactly how you have lived. And I've never thought of that song like that before. And I think the lyrics are something like, if you can't be with the one you want than love the one you're with. Okay, there is something to that, okay? I'm not going to say, I'm dismissing that completely. I think that that is what you have done almost your entire life. Like you have kind of allowed yourself to fit, okay, the people that were in your life. It was like, I'm not with maybe the people or the family that I really want to be with, that are aligned with me, that see me for who I am, but I'm going to love the ones I'm with. And that might mean that you held back who you truly are because you wanted to fit in with this group. Now you're understanding, okay, I believe in myself enough that I can leave the safety of the soul tribe, even if they're narcissistic, closed-minded, it doesn't matter. A lot of times, because we're humans, social, we want to still be in the tribe. But now you're saying, no, I believe in myself enough. I can go on the path by myself for a while. See how he's on the path by himself. And yet at the same time, you have your spirit guides and angels, and you're going towards other people that will see you for who you really are, your new soul tribe. Okay, so it's understanding that it's okay to be who you are. And if you're in an environment where people don't see you for who you are, sometimes we can get into that energy of fighting about who we are and trying to convince other people that we're okay, right? And once again, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I think you're understanding, wait a minute, there's more for me to do than try to talk to people that are literally like a brick wall, right? Closed-minded people have a very hard time seeing anybody else's viewpoint. So we can spend a lot of time and energy just trying to convince them to change. In other words, use your gifts, use your talents, go out there, shine your light, and find the people, right? Find other people so that you can spread the light and love around the collective. And it's not, it's not about, I just feel like you're just being called to go do something else instead of spinning your wheels. That's the energy of it. Understanding the good news is that you are ending something. That is right. I mean, the good news is it's time to end something. It may be painful, right? This is disappointments. This is heartache. But here's the thing that Spirit wants you to know. This message is all about what does Spirit want you to know. The good news is that you are ending, right? One group to go towards another group. That is the good news. And you don't have to hold back anymore. You don't have to protect yourself. You don't have to be in this energy. You're moving away from one group of people, even though that may be painful. You're moving away from one group of people to go in search of new tribe members, new people that are more connected to you. Think about it. If you're one person, trying to defend your position of how you see the world, and you have 10 people around you and you're debating all of them and using all this time and energy to try to convince them to see the world in a different way, right? You're not getting anywhere because there's 10 of them and one of you. And I'm not saying that you might not make some headway, but let's think about this. If you moved closer to other people that see the world the same way you do, and you joined forces, right, then you could bring a lot more good to the world. You could work together. You could collaborate. You could create charities, organizations, right? You could get your word out so much more if you would join forces. And I think that is the energy here, because look, you're showing up in your own energy, right? You're taking off the mask of who you were, no longer hiding and going towards this great achievement. I feel like you are going to achieve what it is that you truly want to achieve, but you can't do it where you are at this time. It is about finding other people that you can work with, you can collaborate with. there is something to that, of understanding that, when we work on our own, we have to do it all by ourselves. If we work with other people, we can help each other. We can use the strengths of everyone in the group and make more progress. I mean, just thinking about even in my own life, I'm not, I don't have a lot of cancer in my chart, but I can see how in my own life, even with what I'm trying to do, right? I do it all by myself. If I were to able to join forces with other people that see the world the way I do and want to do similar things, wow, I am thinking about that personally. So it is kind of interesting. I think that message has been kind of coming out. It's time for us to not feel like we have to do it alone, to find other people, to search. Three of Wands, going out and searching for these people. Look at how these energies are the same. I'm going in search of these people. I'm no longer going to stay here waiting for these people to come towards me, right? This is energy of I'm sitting on the couch trying to manifest these people to come towards me. This is the energy of transforming that and saying, no, I have to go find these people. I have to get up off the couch and go towards these people. Yeah, because it's been a long haul, but you are going to find, okay, this victory, this satisfaction, this progress, this great achievement. You are going to achieve what you know is your truth, what you are meant to do. But you have to find these other people to work with. Yes. All right. So let's pull a soul truth card for you. Wow, Cancer. Really profound reading here. It's kind of interesting because I actually wasn't going to record yours today. I was going to do yours tomorrow. And Spirit was like, no. Spirit was like, Cancer's at the top of the list. Now I can kind of see why. All right, so let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Cancer, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Yeah, that's exactly it, right? I feel like you're focusing on what you're losing, the people or the area, the whatever. It's kind of like focusing on things that are draining your energy instead of where you're going and what you're about to accomplish. When you allow yourself to quit focusing on things that are not helping you get to this, okay? Spending all your time and energy arguing with these people or whatever, or hiding from these people, is not getting you towards where it is that you want to go. Are you going through some change? Yes, Cancer, you definitely are. Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. And, it is kind of interesting. I thought, that was kind of an interesting message. The good news is that the ending is here. You're understanding, okay, these may be people that you love that you don't want to really leave. That's difficult. Understanding you're leaving the safety, if you will, of the tribe that you're in, even if they're not in the same alignment with you, right? That's a little bit of that trauma bond that you might have with some of the people that are around you at this time. Understanding that you're going out on your own. You're moving towards other people, but you have to go on the path a little bit by yourself, okay? A little bit in order to get to that new soul tribe of yours, to the people that you're working with. But it's beautiful once you do. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I really do appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.